So it's delightful to be back here at the Japanese Garden. I'm here with Erica, and Erica, it was not so long ago that we were talking to Lisa about this beautiful new wall that was being installed, and there was nothing really here yet.
Right.
To see it firsthand, what I created in my mind about how it would look isn't real. This is breathtaking.
Super impressive, and you can even hear some of the workers working behind us still. So while the wall may be done, the rest of the construction won't be complete and open to the public until April 1st, 2017. But the castle wall is done.
Yeah.
It's 20 feet tall and 185 feet long, and it's just so impressive when you see it in person.
It is, and there's a rich history about this wall from Japan. Tell me about that.
So it's we found a 15th generation stonemason who has been doing this his entire life, and his family, and many generations before that, obviously 15 generations. And the uniqueness of this wall is that no cement is used when it's built. So each stone goes in and it's strategically placed, and then the smaller stones, I'm going to reach down and get one. So something like this, this smaller stone is placed in here to stack the rocks like building blocks and to hold it in place and to withstand earthquakes and last for many more generations.
And I know I am not the only adult male who is going to try this. I thought, I'll just pull one of the, they don't pull out.
Yeah, you asked me that. You're like, can I climb this? No. But yeah, it is. It looks, it's just so impressive, and they're just in there, and they used the specialty tools and put it together. And the stones were picked from Eastern Oregon.
Oh, nice.
And they have sort of a blue hint to
they're
them.
Beautiful.
And that's called Baker Blue, and from Baker City, Oregon, and kind of shimmers. And when you can see it closer up, you get a better view. But the stones were picked and hand selected by Sada, our main, the head of our garden here. And then we've got the stonemason came out from Japan, and they worked together and picked out the stones. And from the time the stones were picked to when they were placed, 6 months.
Oh my! And see that to me,
So
once
quick.
you look at it and you see it wasn't done by machinery, you go,
Right.
"Wow, that was really a lot of fast work to get finished."
know.
But there's so much other things still happening. So let's take a walk over here, and we'll go to another
Great,
place.
yeah.
Okay? So now, Erica, we're still close to the place that we were, but this is really where the whole crux of all of the big changes are happening and still occurring, right?
Right, and we have this inside look, which is super cool because a lot of the guests that come visit the garden, which is still open, they don't get to see this.
Yeah.
So, we're going to have a tea house. This is going to be home to a library and gallery spaces and
much larger spaces compared to what's there now.
right, on a much larger scale, opportunities and a chance for the public to really experience all of Japanese culture and learn. We'll have a library and gallery spaces and lots of interpretive stuff happening, and just a really neat expansion that allows sort of the tradition, the Japanese tradition, to be passed on and people to learn a lot.
Yeah. Well, I've always kind of thought that nature itself teaches us, especially if we allow it to. And what a great opportunity for people to learn about a whole nother nation with such a rich history about how nature has taught them and what they do with it.
And Japanese gardening is, it's not easy to be trained in that. It's not something that a lot of people know and are familiar with necessarily here in the United States, especially. So what a cool thing to be able to share with the public and our visitors who come to the garden. So.
And although people cannot see into this part yet,
Right.
the entire rest of the garden is open as for business as usual.
Right, our 5 gardens are open, and we have information on our website, JapaneseGarden.com, about the Cultural Crossing Project. But it's really the gardens are untouched, and we encourage people to come still visit. But once they come on April 1st, 2017, that's our grand unveiling of this part, the expansion part.
So we're still looking at not quite a year anymore, but just several months still in advance before we can really come up here and enjoy this place when it's finished.
Right, and it's going to be so nice. We actually have a living roof that we're going to be talking about too, and maybe we can talk about that in the future, but it's like succulents that'll be growing on the rooftops,
so cool.
And the gardeners will be maintaining
and great
it.
water features are being
Right,
added
water
too.
features and just such everything you think about, but in a LEED space, so environmentally sound and just great in this space.
And that's important to say too, because this is LEED, all of this will be LEED approved.
Yep.
Yeah.
LEED certified and really a leader in, and just works so well with our space and
Yeah.
what we already have going on here at the garden.
Well, those of us who love Portland love it for so many reasons. One of the reasons I love it the most is I'm standing in it right here at the Japanese garden. So for more information on everything that is still currently happening in the rest of the garden and for what is going to happen in the future, go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to a couple websites you can visit, get all that information. Erica, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.